President Biden issued an executive order to explore the creation of a U.S. central bank digital currency, effectively converting the dollar into a centralized digital currency.
What if I told you 90% now of the world's central banks say they're investigating a central bank digital currency?
The elites are laughing at us. They've come right out and said it. By 2030, they want us to own nothing and be happy. And it's not hard to see that this plan is already in motion. Just last week, Wells Fargo warned its clients that all checking accounts are likely to be replaced with digital dollars. What does that mean exactly? The answer may surprise you, but it could turn most Americans completely upside down, and anyone who is not prepared will be caught completely off guard and could end up holding a bunch of worthless dollars. If you have any US dollars in your bank account right now, I'm urging you to pay close attention to this video, because I'm going to explain the truth about this dollar recall. Look, the US dollar is in deep trouble. In the coming days, the supposedly safe dollars in your account could be rendered worthless.
It's the action plan, it's the blueprint, the comprehensive plan that was signed on to by 178 nations plus the Holy See in 1992. It's the United Nations plan to inventory and control all land, water, plants, minerals, construction, means of production, food, energy, everything on the planet.
2014, Klaus Schwab called for the Great Reset. We need a Great Reset, which he positioned as the solution to the world's most urgent issues. The dark reality of Schwab's agenda is detailed in his best-selling book, COVID-19, The Great Reset. His endgame mission is to replace independent governance with a top-down controlled, one-world government and a central bank-controlled digital currency. I just would like to highlight what you said about the European Chips Act, because it's an important step to create the physical brain for digitalization and to have it located to a certain extent in Europe. Tout de ça, on parle de plus qu'on pourra s'implanter, ce sera comme ça. Certainement dans les 10 années à venir. Et d'abord, on va les implanter dans nos vêtements, c'est-à-dire wearables. For the next version of the glasses, one of the things that I'm pretty excited about, I think we'll start getting some consumer neural interfaces soon. I think that's going to be pretty wild. Imagine the joy of connecting with your loved ones, browsing the web, or even playing games using only your thoughts.
The microchips are already here.
The microchip implants use the same technology that's in contactless credit cards.
Et à la fin, peut-être il y a une communication directe entre notre cerveau et le monde digital. Ce que nous voyons, c'est une sorte de fusion du monde physique, digital et biologique. On appelle quelqu'un, on a même plus le réflexe de prendre un appareil, ça se fait naturellement. La technique continue le corps. Oui, vous parlez, vous dites, je veux maintenant être connecté avec n'importe qui. And this man wants the digital currency so bad, he can taste it. What exactly is a centralized digital currency? Well, it's a digital form of central bank money that is widely available to the general public. That's the actual definition of it.
The Chinese last month unveiled the world's first digital currency from a major power. Currency that would not be printed but would exist only in cyberspace on your phone, for example. Is the Fed working on a digital dollar?
We are actually evaluating that. Most major countries are now looking at the possibility of having a digital currency and really asking the question, in our very modern advanced economy with a fast, efficient, full-blown payment system, would adding a digital currency, a form of digital currency, would it actually benefit the public that we serve? That's the question that we're asking.
The federal government and the likes of the WEF, the World Economic Forum, know they can't circumvent the Constitution, so the only way is to make you bend to their will by controlling your livelihood. How are they going to do that? Simple. Make sure that they control, or at least have knowledge of, all of your money and every financial transaction you make. Digital currency.
With this kind of surveillance, I mean, you watch the big president, the big leader, gives a speech on television, the television could be monitoring you and knowing whether you're angry or not, just by analyzing the cues, the biological cues coming from your body. So now people are now watching us online, all over the world, this conversation. Now, maybe even right now, the people who are watching us are being watched and analyzed. And you know, the thing is, it's not just you're now watching this. The thing is, we know that you're watching this, and we also know how you feel. Are you angry about what you hear? Are you frightened? Are you bored? This is the kind of power that Stalin didn't have. You know, when Stalin gave a speech, everybody, of course, clapped their hand and smiled. Now, how do you know what they really think about Stalin? It's very difficult. But in 10 years, the future Stalins of the 21st century, they could be watching the minds, the brains of all the population all the time. And also they will have the computing power to analyze all that. Now you don't need human agents. You don't need human analyzers. You just have a lot of sensors and an AI which analyzes it. And that's it. You have the worst totalitarian regime in history.
Thank you.